So I want to start with a couple of things before we go into more depth rational functions, okay? We've just practiced, this needs to be flipped, hold on one second. We've done some things with multiplication, and now we're going to do some things with addition. So we know that if we have like x over 2 times 2x over 5, we just multiply straight across and we get 2x squared over 10, and we reduce and get x squared over 5, or 1/5 x squared, okay? This is just simple multiplication. We know when we would divide, so if I have x minus 2 over x plus 3 divided by x minus 2 over x, we know that I flip it, correct? So which one do I flip, the first or the second? Second. I can cross out things that are the same, and then I just multiply straight across, right? Okay? The basics of the stuff we've learned how to simplify stuff by canceling things out. Now we're going to talk about adding and subtracting. The thing about adding and subtracting is we've got to deal with this. So if I have 1/4 plus 3/4 as a fraction, what do I end up getting? What's 1/4 plus 3/4? You get 4/4 or a whole, right? So let's try another one. If we get 1/8 plus 4/8, what do I end up getting? 5 over 8, right? Okay, now we're going to make it a little harder. Put your phones away, guys. What if I have 1/2 plus 1/4? How do I do this one? How do I do 1/2 plus 1/4? What has to be this? Yes, I have to change my denominator. They have to be the same. So 2 goes into 4, I know, 2 times, so I multiply it by 2. Okay, so I end up with 2 over 4 plus 1/4, and then I add it together, and that gives me 3/4. Okay, so we know when we are adding or subtracting fractions, the denominator has to be the same. Let's write that down. When we add or subtract fractions, the denominator has to be the same. Okay? I like to write it down just because I feel like that gets in my memory better, and then I remember it. Okay. So let's move to the worksheet I gave you. Okay. We're going to add and subtract these rational expressions here. Okay? So let's do some of these together, and then you guys should do some on your own. Jayla, oh, never mind. Okay. Shh. The first thing we're going to look for, gentlemen, phones down, focusing. Right here, are these the same on the bottom? Are they both 15x? Yeah. So I'm just going to multiply the top. What's 9 plus 2? 11 over 15x. That's my final answer. That's it. I can't reduce it at all. That's what it is. Okay? All right, so why? Number 2, the only difference between number 1 and number 2 is that we're subtracting. So 5x minus 2x is just 3x. So we have 3x over 7. How are we feeling about this? 11 over 15x. Okay? So your homework will be like this, but it gets more complicated, so let's just make sure. Nope. This is not your homework. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Adding and subtracting. Yeah. Okay. Number 3. Shh. First thing I notice, what's the same? the denominator, so I can know the denominator is not going to change. A lot of people, when they get here, keep trying to do multiplication or division where they like put things together. They try to add the stuff together. Remember, the denominator stays the same. And we just get on top 4x plus 7. Okay? We can't simplify that any more than it is. Doesn't go into anything, so we're done. Okay? So I'm going to give you guys a minute. Why don't you guys try 4, 5, and 6? Why don't you do those three? 4, 5, and 6. Good. Write them down if you already got the answer. Try those first Okay. So that should have been enough time, right? We ready for this? So we get 2 plus x over 5x plus 9. Agreed? Okay. Shh. Number 4 should be 3 over 8a, correct? Number 6 should be 3 over x minus 5, right? Pretty straightforward? Okay. Let's go to number 7. Y plus 5, the bottoms are the same. So I know the bottom's going to be y squared minus 9. And it's going to be y plus 5 on the top. So far, pretty easy, right? 8 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11 over 2x squared, because the bottom stays the same. Okay, we're going to have 3 over x plus 1. All right. Now, 10 is where we get a little more complicated. What's the bottom going to be? 3x plus 4, right? Now, I say let's combine like terms as we go. X and x gives me 3x. Okay. Negative 1 plus 9 gives me 8. Okay. I'm just combining like terms. I could have taken an extra step and gone x minus 1 plus 2x plus 9 all over 3x plus 4, and then seen where my like terms were to combine them. But I did it at once. Either way is correct. Okay? Now remember, all I did was combine like terms. I put the x's together, I put the other numbers together. Okay? Let's look at number 11. 5x minus 4 over, and they're both over 3x squared. So 3x squared goes on the bottom, right? What goes on the top? 5x minus 4. I can't put anything together. I don't have any like terms. Okay. We ready for 12? Okay. I'm going to put this all together first. I've got the bottoms are the same. So now I know my bottom is x squared plus 3x plus 2. 7x minus 3x. So I got 7x plus 4 minus 3x minus a negative 2. This negative right here changes this sign right here. So it becomes a positive 2. Yep. Okay. 7x minus 3x is 4x. 4 plus 2 is 6. All right. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, I feel like maybe I should factor the bottom and take a 2 out of the top to see if I can cancel anything. Okay? 4x and 6, what do they have in common? What could I take out of both 4 and 6? 2. So I get 2x plus 3. All right, let's look at the bottom. If I factor this, I would get what? So let's make my Punnett square. We get 2, we get x squared. 2 and 1, right? So I have x plus 1, x plus 2. It doesn't look like I can cancel anything out there.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have to take it that far?
Yeah. This is not in the most simplified form. This is.
That ain't fair.
This is like all the rest of this was so easy. It took you guys like 2 seconds to do. This is the one that you had to think slightly. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. All right. Shh. Okay, guys, I want you to turn this over. Because that was so easy. I am not even giving you homework like that. I'm giving you homework where it's harder. Because that I know will take you like 3 seconds to do. I'm going to give you homework where it's harder. You ready? Shh.
No, not ready.
We're going to do, too bad. We're doing it anyways. We're going to go. Okay. So I would just do this on the back, or you can put this in your notebook, wherever. We're going to do like maybe about 6 of these, and then I'll give you the homework for it. All right, so what is wrong with this? Why can't I just subtract? Because I don't have an x. So if I need to make an x to this, I need to multiply this by x, but I also have to multiply the top. Whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do the top. So my new thing is 9x over 4x minus 3 over 4x. I multiplied the top and bottom by x. Okay? So then I'm just going to have 4x on the bottom for my answer. 9x minus 3. What can I take out of 9 and 3? 3. So I'm going to be left with 3 times x minus 1 over 4x. Yes, you need to take it that far. Okay? Oh, you're right. It would be 3 right here. Thank you. It would be 3x. Thank you. Okay, let's do another one. All right. Do the bottoms of these match?
No.
So let's think about this for a second. We need this to be twice as big. So I just want to show you that when you pull out a 2, it's easier to see what you need to multiply the other one by. Okay? So when I pull out a 2, I can see right away that what I need to multiply this one by is by a 2. So remember, when you multiply the bottom by 2, you also have to multiply the top by 2. Okay? So I'm going to be left with 3 over 2 times x plus 3 plus 16 over 2 times x plus 3. Okay, what's 16 plus 3? 19 over 2 times x plus 3. Okay. So I hear Jordan explaining this one another way, so I'm waiting. You good? Yeah. Okay, let's try another one. Okay. So I'm looking at these problems. This problem right here. This has an x plus 3 on the bottom, and this has an x minus 2. They don't have anything in common, so I'm going to have to multiply both of them. This one I'm going to have to multiply the top and bottom by x plus 3. And this one I'm going to have to multiply the top and bottom by x minus 2. Okay? Because they have to match. So I'm going to get 10 times x minus 2 over x plus 3 times x minus 2 minus 3 times x plus 3 over x minus 2 times x plus 3. Okay. Are the bottoms the same now? I know that they're like flip this is, but they're the same, right? We've got x plus 3, x minus 2. All right. The top is where we get a little complicated. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute this. So I get 10x minus 20. And then I'm going to take this negative with me when I distribute. So I'm going to get negative 3x minus 9. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to add like terms. 10x and negative 3x gives me 7x. Negative 20 minus 9 gives me negative 29. All over x plus 3 times x minus 2. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of?
Yes, sir.
Okay? So when there is, this is a lot. That's why we do, like, you know, when you were in elementary school, they taught you addition and subtraction first, and then multiplication and division. The reason we do multiplication and division first when we do these rational expressions is because it's easier, right? Because we don't have to match the bottom, okay? So we kind of teach it backwards to the way you might think it should because it's difficult like this. So there was nothing these had in common, so we had to multiply it by each other. Once we multiplied it, we distributed everything we could. Then we subtracted, combining like terms. Okay. Now we're going to go to another one. Let's try this.
Oh, so what you gotta do is off rip.
Okay. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to have to, what is that called? Factor? Yeah. So we've got y squared and we've got 4. So we got y and y. What two things multiply to give us 4?
2 and 2.
Okay. 2 and 2, 2y plus 2y is 4y, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we get 2 over y plus 2 plus y over y plus 2 plus y plus 2. So do these guys have something in common? Right. This only has one y plus 2, but this has 2. So that means, what am I going to have to multiply? We're going to have to take this and multiply it by y plus 2, right? For the top and bottom. You can't cancel out because we're not multiplying or dividing. So we're going to get 2y plus 2 over y plus 2 times y plus 2 plus y over y plus 2 times y plus 2. Okay? So now they're the same, so I can put them together. So I know I'm going to have that y plus 2 times y plus 2 in the bottom. Okay? So now I'm going to distribute, and then I'll combine like terms. So I get 2y plus 4 plus y. What's 2y plus y?
3y.
Okay, so I'm going to end up with 3y plus 4 over y plus 2 times y plus 2.
I'm taking that.
Okay? Do you want to do another one like this?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Alright. Let's do another one like that. Let's see. Okay, so this is almost exactly like the last one, except I've changed the numbers. So notice that I've called this, like the last one was number 4. This is like number 4 in your homework, these last 2 problems. Okay, so it's just to kind of help you out, give you an example. Okay, so we still have y plus 3 over here, but I'm going to try to factor this one out to see what it can be. What 2 number, that's why I'm making that box, yep. What 2 numbers multiply to give you 9, but we'll add together to give you 6? 3, right? So we get 3y plus 3y gives you 6. So we've got y over y plus 3 times y plus 3. Okay, now, what does this bottom one have that I need to get to this one? I need another y plus 3. So I'm going to multiply the top and bottom by y plus 3. I'm trying to do them in a different color so you guys can kind of see what I'm multiplying it by. Okay? So I get 3 times y plus 3 over y plus 3 times y plus 3 plus y over y plus 3 times y plus 3. So yeah, I'm going to distribute the top. Yeah, so I get 3y plus 9 over y plus 3 times y plus 3 plus y over y plus 3 times y plus 3. Okay, 3y and y becomes 4y plus 9 over y plus 3 times y plus 3.
See, the problem I get stuck on is the y plus 3 and the y plus 3. When you find that out, I know how to do everything else.
So you know how to factor though, Jordan? So I factored and I found, like once you find, right, because see how this is y squared plus 6y plus 9? I can't get that unless I have 2 of them. Right? If I just had one of them, when I multiplied it together, I wouldn't get y squared plus 6y plus 9. You guys ready to try some of this on your own? Yeah? Okay, I'm going to stop the recording. Remember, if you get stuck tonight, you can always email me, but this might be a first place to go to watch this recording.